Members of this committee, I'm Ben Finley. I'm going to speak very quickly because I've got 3 minutes, just very quickly. I am an attorney in Georgia. I've been practicing law for 33 years. I'm a special assistant attorney general for the state of Georgia. I represent the state of Georgia, and I represent a lot of folks in northwest Georgia. House Bill 211 is a terrible bill. It is to protect wrongdoers. The bill seeks to immunize carpet manufacturers for negligence, gross negligence, and wanton carelessness. Shaw and Mohawk, among others, have put corporate greed and profit over human lives and safety, and I can prove it today. I've heard, among others, the sponsor of the bill say, and I quote, "Sue them all if there is knowledge." Excellent questions were raised about whether or not Shaw and Mohawk had knowledge about these issues. Shaw and Mohawk's corporate representatives have testified under oath that they had knowledge of PFAS contamination for the past couple decades, and both companies were instructed by 3M to incinerate PFAS, but chose not to do so. They could have captured and killed PFAS on the factory floor, but they did not. They chose to discharge it, and it is because of Shaw and Mohawk that it hit the ground in Georgia. 3M made it. They gave it to Shaw and Mohawk, and the monies that Mohawk has made with a $7.6 billion market cap came from PFAS and stepping on the necks and the backs of people in northwest Georgia that they made a profit off of and contaminated our environment. It's called a predominance of cancers in people. It's resulted in properties being devalued, and it is absolutely tragic what has happened. Shaw and Mohawk and 3M representatives have testified under oath, including Jim Williams at Mohawk, Rick Ressler, Robert Chadd at 3M, Kelly Ballou at Shaw, Donald Davis, Jeffrey Loberbaum, Mohawk, and Cynthia Williams at Shaw, that they knew about it, had knowledge of it, and were aware of the problems with PFAS. It is absolutely tragic that this claim is going on. Let me tell you what this is about. This is about the fact that Troutman Pepper filed a lawsuit on behalf of Dalton Utilities and the taxpayers in Dalton to get remediation from Shaw and Mohawk, who have been corrupting and contaminating Dalton, Georgia, and they know they got to clean it up. It's analogous to if I came to somebody's yard and I dumped a bunch of trash in your yard, I can't say, hey, man, it's your problem. You got to clean it up. And here's the bottom line. If 3M and Daikin and DuPont don't clean it up with Shaw and Mohawk, it falls on the taxpayers of Georgia. I've been coming up here since I was 18 years old with Pete Robinson from Columbus, Georgia in 1984. I'm 58 years old. I've never seen anything like this where any corporate defendant, and I was taught better, tries to seek immunity and a walk-off home run when they are culpable, have knowledge, and are liable for these claims. It is absolutely tragic. And I would suggest that a law firm like Troutman Pepper with Chief Justice Harold Melton as one of the partners in that firm would never file a lawsuit against Shaw and Mohawk unless they do dadgum well on behalf of the city of Dalton that they had the goods on them. I'm from Columbus, Georgia. It'd be like the dang city of Columbus suing Aflac. And I can assure you the city of Columbus would never sue Aflac unless they had the information, the knowledge, and all the evidence to back up their case. So to quote the sponsor of the bill, sue them all. And that's what we're doing. We sued them all in Gwinnett County State Court. We brought a case with Gerald Davidson in Gwinnett County, a great lawyer in Gwinnett. We've got Georgia plaintiffs against Georgia resident defendants, including Murray County's landfill, Catoosa's landfill, and Gordon County's landfill, because it's going to fall on the taxpayers. And here's the tragedy. The double tragedy is that the victims are going to have to clean it up. Get a load of that. They dump the stuff on your property, and then you get to clean it up. All right, so we brought against Georgia resident defendants in Georgia State Court on behalf of Georgians because here we are here truly to protect Georgia citizens, which everybody in this body was elected to do. We stand in unison and harmony, and I appreciate the questions before related to that. I could talk all day about this. I'm happy to field any questions that anybody may have. And I'm sorry if I went over my time.
All right, any questions? Chairman, Vice Chair Reeves.
Thank you for coming. Has there been a case filed in Savannah recently also?
Yes, sir.
Okay. No more questions.
That is. Thank you.